Hey guys, this is Charles Peachock from AudioApe. Today I'm going to demonstrate the power of the hands-free remote. In order to have a seamless performance, if you have your hands full and you want to trigger your music, we have something special for you guys, and it works like magic. So I just triggered my own music there, and when I'm done with my little routine, whatever it might be, I want to stop the music, I can do that. So this is all under your power, and it all happens right here on the magic of these guys right here. So one strap is a magnet, the other strap is a specialized magnetic sensing remote. And when the two come together, it triggers your next cue. So it's a great way to do your cues in your show without using your hands. And you can use it too for the app right here. So if I move it out of SD mode, right now it's in the player. The player is a very simple operation. You put your heels together and it either plays the track or it fades out a track that's playing. Now you can use the standard remote and retain all your normal controls, volume up, move around the playlist, but put your heels together, music plays. If there's music playing, you put your heels together and the music stops. And that's the way the standalone player works. Now this is gonna work differently. So whatever you want to happen, you're going to have to put that in the forefront. So if you want to play a track and it's in the forefront, you can use the remote here, or you can just put your heels together and it'll play this track. Now if you want a fade out to happen, put your heels together again, and that's going to trigger the fade out. Now if you want some other actions to happen, then what you have to do is program that. So if you program to start this track right here, and you want a pause to happen, or a volume change, or a fade out, or another open camera cue, that has to be programmed in the forefront, because that ankle switch, it's just gonna trigger whatever is right here in the forefront. So it's gonna act just like the center button would here. So when you're using the app, plan accordingly and put the fade cues or whatever you want to happen there. If you're using the standalone player, it's a little bit more simple. Put your ears together, plays music. If music is playing, then you put them together and the music stops. So that's the two different systems and how the magnetic hands-free switch works with both of them. So we'll see you at showtime. So guys, we're gonna look at the magnetic hands-free switch, and we're gonna show you a little bit about how to adjust the sensitivity. So inside the side with the magnet, we have 3 layers of foam, okay? Now this is the set position. Normally it's 2 pieces of foam against your skin and then 1 on the outside as it's touching the remote. If you wanted to make it more sensitive, you would move this closer to the outside so that way it's more powerful, so it's more sensitive when it comes close to the remote. If you want to make it less sensitive, of course you can take the magnet and you can move it all the way or second to the back. So in this way, you can get the magnet closer or further away from the remote to reduce or increase the sensitivity. Now those magnets basically just get tucked in here on the outside, and then this part gets strapped around your ankle. So the pocket with all the magnets is gonna be sitting on the outside like that on one of your ankles. On the other ankle, you're gonna have the remote, and the remote is gonna sit actually backside, and the clip will just hang right here in there, and then this will get strapped around your ankle also. And so the way the system sits is here and here on one ankle and the other. When you put them together, it sends a trigger and starts your next cue. So I hope that explains the sensitivity and how these things are set up. One last thing I want to talk about is kind of the care and feeding of these systems. For one thing, you're going to have to pair the remote. So as soon as you get a hands-free remote, you're going to have to remove this, and you're going to have to just follow the pairing instructions on our website and pair it using the touch screen like any other remote. And once it's paired, then it's all set up and you can use it in tandem with all the other remotes that you have paired with the system. Another thing you want to keep in mind is when the magnet gets close to this, it's constantly pushing the button, which is using the battery. So if you transport these two and you transport them next to each other, it could drain the battery, show up to the gig with a dead battery. So keep these separate in a different pocket in your bag or something like that in order to keep that from happening. So as long as you follow the simple instructions, you're gonna have a very reliable system and a hands-free operational show.